Good afternoon, Zachary. It is Saturday, July the 28th, and you've spent your first week at band camp. And I've had the first opportunity to really sit down and kind of evaluate my business, which I normally do on July 1st. But of course, we were on our trip July 1st, so I haven't really had that opportunity. In doing so, I pulled a lot of the stats from the first 6 months of the year. I've been doing a lot of thinking. I really have two businesses going here, neither of which I've got my dedicated attention. The first, of course, is what pays the bills, which is DFW Website Designers, which has been up and down, up and down, up and down. It's kind of flatlined. And of course, the other is Dedicated Custody, which we've been working on podcasts and talking with attorneys about. I have a challenge from one of my coworkers, Renee Grosskreutz, who said, to take my business to the next level, I really need to drill down and focus on one of them for the next 35 days. And so, of course, the most important thing, as much as it breaks my heart, is I need to focus on DFW Website Designers. See if I can't 3x or 2x that to the next level. So I'm going to show you some slides here of where I'm at and what I plan to do. I get asked by web design companies all the time what a marketing plan should look like, and I tell them to make YouTube videos and blog and do all of that. But I'm going to outline the actual details, and I'm going to challenge myself from now, July 28th, all the way until August 31st, to see if I cannot get the gross sales of the next month or the next 35 days to be 11,500. Here's some more details. Now, Z, I'm going to document this for my business, but this would work for any business with a website and a focused plan. So before we can improve the business, we have to analyze the business. So looking at my website business, we know that I sell a good product. I think my pricing appeals to the right people. We've sold 63 clients this year since January 1. My ability to deliver a good product is good. We have all happy clients except for one, and that's about par for the course. So what am I not doing? I'm not spending enough time on sales. I don't have a good marketing plan. I'm not focused, and I'm not consistent. So here's my very aggressive marketing plan. Keep in mind, this could work for any business, but we're going to focus on my web business. What we're going to do is we're going to have time content goals and money content goals, right? Because you got to spend money to make money, as they say. On the money content goal, we're going to focus on a 10% budget. So if I'm trying to make $11,500 the next 35 days, I'm allowed to spend $1,150, of which I'll spend $650 on Google ads, $300 on Facebook ads, and about $300 will allocate for some other form of advertising. So let's get into the heart of the matter, which is content goals. I'm going to do something outrageous. 50 YouTube videos in the next 35 days, 50 pages of SEO pages and blog content, 2 new press releases, 4 weekly newsletters, a weekly podcast, which will have to be created to be brand spanking new. Maybe we'll do 5 Facebook Lives, 5 Twitter likes, 35 Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn, and all of our social media will be focused on websites or a web product or basically good web content. So in order to know where we're going, we have a plan, we got to know where we are. So if we take my business, which is fairly flat, we know that the first 6 months of 2018, I've been averaging about 4,600 in gross sales, which for some people may not be bad for a solopreneur, but certainly needs to be kicked up a notch or two. So if we take 4628, we multiply that by 2.5, then we get a goal of roughly 11,500, which I think we can accomplish by the end of August, which is about 35 days counting today. So that is where we are, because we have to have a benchmark from which to measure from. Incidentally, this is an existing business. If you don't have a business and you don't have data yet, then you can't necessarily expect these results. So we have a fluid functioning business that we're going to kick up 2.5 times using this marketing plan. So what does success look like? Obviously, if you look at it from a purely monetary level, we need 11,500. So we need to make 10 website sales. Because looking at the data for the last 6 months, the average sale is, ironically, $1,150. Well, we have a close ratio of roughly 50% if we will sit down in front of them, eyeball to eyeball, and do a quote in front of the client. So, maybe 15 quotes should utilize 10 sales, which will probably require 20 appointments. There's our 50% from appointments to sales. Well, about half of those appointments we know we can get through Google Ads when they work. The other half have to come organically. We don't currently have that much organic traffic. So that's what most of this marketing campaign is going to focus on. So in closing, what is the stats of DFW Website Designers? Well, they're pretty low. We only get 323 visits, or roughly about 10 visits a day, almost 1,000 page views. 3/4 of them are new people, which is great. They do spend about 1 minute and 45 seconds on the site. and they visit about 3 pages with a very low bounce rate of 5%. But we have got to 10x that in order to generate the 5 sales we need in the next 35 days. So, my dear son, and all you other small business people that want to copy the model that is being preached at from DFW website designers, we are going to make videos, write blog posts, and study every element I do. If I tell you, if I run Google AdWords, I'm going to show you how I do that. If I run Facebook ads, I'm going to show you how I do that. If I run social media, I'm going to show you every element of that. So please subscribe, check into this, and join me on my journey for the next 35 days. Oh, and I would totally forget, if you know anybody, anywhere, who needs a website, you need to have them go to www.dfwwebsitedesigners.com.